Power gaming is not a problem in Dungeons and Dragons. If you're having a problem with power gamers in your game, it means you're not part of the character creation process. You're not involved with your characters as they're building their characters, figuring out what they're going to do well. Because if something was an issue or you had a disagreement in rulings and how things functioned, it should be dealt with then. Talking to your players about what they want their character to be, what their trajectory is, what they're trying to accomplish with their build. If your players are being cagey, they're trying to skate the rules. They're trying to do something crazy. And what's going to happen is y'all are going to have a conflict and it's going to cause a huge problem later on. Power gaming, when dealt with upfront, hey, just so you know, I don't handle that rule that way. I don't allow those things to stack. Well, it's in the rules. I get it. And so we have that conflict now before the game begins because you are the dungeon master. You don't have to allow things to happen a certain way. If the players and you don't have an agreement, they can go find a new table, or you as the dungeon master can kick them off your table. I have been frustrated being told I can't build my player a certain way because the game master is like, hey, I don't rule that way. Rules is intended. This is how I do that. Or some dungeon masters like, give it a shot. Let's see how that works. That should make this fun. I'll throw the world at you. That's really where it becomes a problem. The other issue where power gaming becomes a problem is when one person's power gaming and everyone else is not, and therefore one person just completely outclasses when it comes to damage the rest of the party. That's really the crux of the problem. It's not the dungeon master not being able to deal with it. It's how do I deal with the power gamer, let them shine without one-shotting the rest of the team. And that's where you have the issue. And so sometimes that can be helping the other members of the party power game. Sometimes it can be telling the power gamer, hey, we are going to have this problem. I don't know how to solve it. I am going to throw things at you that they are going to be able to handle that you are not. I am going to use your weaknesses against you because I want them to be able to shine too. Are you okay with that? And then when it happens and they go, you're like, remember? And so that's how you get through that power gaming dichotomy of if everyone's power gaming, awesome. I'll throw the world at you. If one person's power gaming, now I have a power discrepancy in the problem. That's something to deal with. Or you're power gaming in secret. Don't do that shit. Tell your dungeon master what you're trying to do. Sometimes they'll even help you accomplish it. Or they'll say, hey, that's a really cool idea. Here's how it's going to work mechanically in the game. Talk to each other. Power gaming is not an issue unless there's a power discrepancy at the table. And that can happen even without power gaming. Food for thought.